Do, do, do. All right, I think we're live. Let's set up some things. There we go. Back to this. Damn, it's so warm today. I am a bit early to the stream, but I was just thinking, okay, let me just finish correcting this. Before we get back into... Oh, wrong color. Get back into it. And I realized I am missing actually the emotes of the lady, so we will have to draw them today, because I forgot that they were a thing, which happens. I'm only human. Oops. Oh boy, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Let's merge. Oops. Okay. Hopefully this okay, that is interesting. I've received a bit of an odd email, but I'll deal with that later. Oh, that's what I've forgotten to do. I wanted to try and see if there was a method to stream on shorts at the same time, but I completely forgot. Next time then. I'm trying to understand what is not working for my brain. She's a little wider on, maybe because yeah, maybe like this is a little better. And yeah, I think that's fine. Flip horizontal. Maybe the arm is too short. Not if it's like that. Yeah, that's better. And then we flip it one more time. Okay. 109. Let's let the beautiful people on Instagram know that we are streaming. Hmm. You gotta try it. You always gotta try it. Anyway. I really feel like I want to continue the line art today, so that's what we're gonna do. Oops. Do do. Do, 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 do. Damn, the iPad is really warm. Alright, what are we gonna chat about today? What are we going to discuss? You know what, maybe I should I should have a list of like things to ramble about. But it's usually not that difficult for me to just go on and on about something. It's just since I've been doing like the how many streams have I done now? A few streams where I've just went on and on talking. Now let's say the first thought that I would use to just go on and rant about stuff has been said. Any thoughts that I want to leave for posterity? Let me think. Besides, any progress is progress. Be kind to yourself, which is something that I really wish we were taught. I guess, thoughts and prayers. I really love this new trend that I've seen on parents, reels, shorts, TikToks, however you want to call it, where they're teaching the art of gentle parenting, where it doesn't mean that like even if a child is misbehaving or they need to correct a behavior, they not only don't raise their voice, they don't chastise them, but they explain why something is like that. And because I remember when I was growing up, like my parents got mad at me, and it would make me feel so how do I say this, mortified of having messed up. It could be small things that I would mess up, but like if they were in a bad mood, like I could feel it. So you know, and I truly think that that's gonna teach a lot of patience towards oneself to this new generation. That type of gentle parenting is what I would aspire to be if I ever got so lucky to care for a child. I've grown up with the dream and expectation that I would grow a family and kids of my own, but I think things have changed. So I just really hope that in the future I'm able to support somebody that that needs support and encouragement, and that I'm able to provide that. But yeah, that's just me rambling a bit. There's just a lot of things going on nowadays. But I was thinking about that because I was trying to say, like, sometimes I get frustrated with myself and I need to exercise patience towards myself, and how I've been taught, oh, making mistake is wrong and you should do everything in your power to avoid doing that. So, like, I was trying to think, when does it start? So, you know, just thinking out loud. I don't envy the youth of today, but I'm happy that they at least are getting something out of this whole mess. If anything, like, more present and understanding parents, hopefully. And I am talking from an experience of having really amazing mom and dad, like mother and father. Although there are a few things where we, well, they might have messed up, or things that we have disagreed on, or things that, looking back, could have been better. They really have been amazing parents. But there are a few things that I needed different and I would have changed. But one thing that I'm grateful of is that they truly did their best with what they got, with the understanding that they had. That doesn't mean that I don't, like, it took me a long time working on this outlook, but even though they have been great, it doesn't mean that I don't have anything to say. And it is inevitable for parents to fuck up a bit, at least a little bit. I think it's also important to call them out. But yeah, I've I personally have, I'm like 29 now, and come on, curve, let's go. And I remember being 12, 13, and looking at the future being like, oh, I know that I'm gonna get married at 25 and have kids by 30, and maybe live abroad. The living abroad part, nailed it. But because I'm originally from Italy, but I am based in the UK these days. But no kids. An amazing partner, which I'm really, really grateful for. But yeah, no kids, no marriage in the anytime close future. Not ready, not pertinent with where I want to go at the moment. Lots of things are not what I thought they were gonna be like. And not to go on a downer spiral, but yeah, the system of the world, the outlook of the world is not very much incentivizing trust in the system, trust that it is possible to, you know, be a family in a traditional way, in a sustainable way. But maybe next year I'll get a cat if everything goes well. I've been wanting to get a pet for a small forever, and but this year I decided to invest in a vehicle, which I promised myself to learn to drive. I mean, my partner uses it mostly, and we have gone camping with it for our first adventure, but some circumstances have changed that again, so that at the moment I am trying this what's it called, entrepreneurship, www.pinkbrownie.store, go visit it, and sell stickers, try and make money off my art. I am in the talks of putting my stickers in a store, a tabletop store, so that really I think is gonna put my art in front of people that really gel with it. So that's really, really exciting. Actually, the dragon designs that I have up on my Instagrams are gonna be one of the first designs that are gonna go in the store. The store is Games Den in Leamington Spa. And the manager, Pete, is so sweet. He is willing to take a chance. And I am putting everything in place. I've thanks with the help of my partner, who is more mathematically. Oh, thank you, Martin. But yeah, my partner is a more mathematically inclined. We did a whole overview of things and expenses to have the stickers manufactured. The avatar, I drew it myself. Um, it is, oh my god, sorry, my mother finds the best way to try and call, the best times to try and call me. I'll call her back right after this live. Um, what was I talking about? But yes, look, I drew it myself, and it has all the layers by body part, which is kind of odd, but that's what lets the program RaiHeTuber, oops, that's what lets the program animate all the different part of the illustration. Now back to the commission. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to create this avatar, and I also have a couple of emotes. I very much want to make more. Like, I have this crying emoji, not emoji, expression. Where I'm like, I'm crying. Then I have this pissed off one where I'm like, why? And then I have just the blushies when I'm embarrassed or bashful. But yeah, it's really fun. I really need to prepare some for yeah, right? I really need to prepare some for Halloween. Martin, are you an artist yourself? You don't need to chat it if you don't feel like it, but you know, it's nice to have a bit of a back and forth, at least for me. If you do any art, or crochet, or I don't know, gardening. I think also that's gardening is an art, a type of art, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I don't garden. I'm pretty bad at it. Now I know why, because I have ADHD. If the plants are in the balcony, I will not see them and forget that they exist. So if I ever get any plants, which is something that I would like to do, because I love those pictures on Pinterest or Instagrams where there's a whole living room that is full of plants. It looks like a jungle. It feels really cozy. But I would definitely get one of those apps that are like, hey, if you have this plant, you have to water it now. If you have that plant, do not water it or it will drown. Yeah, myself that artist. Been a while since I dedicated any time though, more than a couple of months. Oh, you know, sometimes like I really feel that. I feel like sometimes it's normal to needing to recharge. For me, I always go back to it, even if for like long stretches of times I haven't. Like, and maybe I've just doodled on my notebook while in a meeting or something like that. But I really feel like sometimes we artists put a lot of pressure in our illustrations and in our art, and that can really hold us back. That's why I really adopted this mantra that is, any progress is progress. So even the smallest, more microscopic step forward of whatever you want to accomplish, whether it is your art, the laundry. I don't know. Like, anything is progress, and like try and get excited and what is it called? Sorry, I'm having a bit of a hard time with words, which is a bit of a constant. I think it's good to, be kind and award yourself of like, hey, I did put a little bit of effort. I did it. Even though it was really, really hard, I did it. Do you draw digitally or more traditionally? Or a bit of both? All art is valid, by the way. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Except AI art. I'm sorry, but that's my stance. Actually, I'm not sorry. That is my stance. But yeah, if you feel like it, if you're not too busy, just feel free to join me. Like, grab a pen and paper. And let's chill and draw together. My favorite thing to do is honestly having a podcast of I don't know, D&D. I don't know if you know it. This little tabletop game called D&D. Or a podcast that discusses facts or stories and just draw. And that honestly is so zen for me. Oh, inks. Oh my god, I have so much respect for ink artists, because as a person with ADHD that has a million ideas and is so afraid of, at least in my experience, like that's my lived experience of being afraid of making mistakes. I was literally talking about that at the start of the stream. Digital art really allows me to explore, go back, explore, and like being so committed to be like, no, I'm just gonna fuck around with inks and everything is permanent. I'm like, whoa. So much respect. Hi, Tap. That's the reason why I was scared of watercolors, so there is no way to undo mistakes. I've seen actually some watercolor artists online that they just paint over the mistakes, and I'm like, how do you make such masterpiece although you made mistakes or what looked like mistakes? It's wizardry, I tell you. But yeah, watercolor is rough. I've seen a few. I'm also impatient, so that's another thing that helps me with the digital art helps. I don't want to say impatience. I am also more motivated by short-term results. That's kinder. That's also something that digital art does for me. I remember, in university there were I went to university. No, words are hard. My university was I was in a course for learning how to make video games, and I was in the art course, and one of the classes was traditional art, because that is an important part to know the basics, right? And I participated in this class of watercolors, and I was so bored because I had to wait for. Please don't slam. My door might slam. I will alert you guys if it's about to, if I don't manage to catch it, so that you don't get jump scared by my door, but it might slam. It's thinking about it. Okay, hold on. Let me go close it. Otherwise, I'm gonna get scared maybe more than you guys. Hold on. Alright, the threat has been neutralized. By the way, remember to hydrate, because I don't know where you are, but here in the UK it's really warm today. So, I was saying. Yeah, good. So there was this watercolor class. I was so bored, and my teacher was like, you know what would be good for you, like working on multiple watercolor paintings at the same time. So while one dries, you work on the other. But I've also seen artists online just taking a full-on hair dryer to just dry the paper, which is fantastic. It really goes to show that there are no rules in art. Tep, do I know you? I think I know who you are. Aha! And I think Marden. Ah! Okay, that makes more sense. Maybe. Let me check something. Yeah. Are you Martin Marden, or am I in a conspiracy theory? Hi, Xander. I was talking to Tap as if she was a stranger. Oh my god, Martin, of course! It has been a minute. Oh, that's so nice to see you. Okay. Jesus. I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you from your username. Oh, it's so nice for you guys to come hang out. I really, really appreciate it. That's really sweet. Oh, good times when we play D&D together. It's now a lifetime ago. I hope everybody's in that server is alright. But now that all identities have been discovered, hi everyone, how are you doing today? Remember to hydrate and drink water, like I said a moment ago. Oh, goodness. Yeah, right? Yeah, Iris and I had the same instructor. We went to the same university, and therefore we had the same teacher, I believe. Hold on, I think her face came out a little bit wonky. I should probably copy paste it actually. Work smarter, not harder. copy paste. Boop. Good teacher. What was his name again? As you guys can see, I'm not good with names. Martin. Oh yeah, I thought I was like, no, that can't be Martin, but you know, it was Martin. Okay. Yeah, good teacher, but peculiar, I think. I remember the first technical drawing I ever showed him. I didn't really write my name neatly in the lines. And he read me for filth, saying that I am that from this drawing and from the fact that I didn't stay in the line by writing my name on it, I was lazy and not cared for details or the class. I just started crying. I cried a lot in university. But yeah, it's normal. Just a small factoid, I guess. Let's flip. Alright, that's not bad. Okay. Now we will be assessing how much effort we were putting in. Yeah. Oops. I think we'll have to redo that. No, we don't need to redo that. We fixed that. And then oh yeah, this is Procreate. Yeah, Procreate, honestly, for Procreate changes the game for me. I remember having a tablet for uni, of course, and I would never draw in the evening because it like the thought of like having to set it up and then bring it out, blah blah blah. It will feel like so much effort, and I didn't want to like. I wanted to get cozy and not having to stay at the computer to draw. So with I think my first salary that of my internship when I was in Czech Republic, I bought an iPad, and that really made me able to draw so much more. And I really love this feature that Procreate has, which is you can edit the line, so you can be as precise as you want. Or but yeah, that's the main feature. Yeah, indeed. There aren't a million things going on. You can just focus on this. Yeah, it's really good. I really cannot recommend Procreate enough. The only thing is that I think Procreate is only for iOS, so Apple product. I am not a particularly... I'm not an advocate for Apple products. At the time, because I'm old, Procreate was the only program that let you draw in such an organic way, with the pen pressure on the tablet, Um, but I know now there are a few different options that I would recommend for anyone to consider. But I definitely like swear by Procreate. Hey. Okay, sorry. Wrong line, because that's gonna be thinner even. But yeah, Procreate or Fresco or InDesign, I believe, is still free. But they don't have the replay feature as clean as Procreate does. Because, for example, a lot of drawing apps that I've tried, they do record the screen, but you need to manually tell them to do so every time. And the amount of times I've forgotten, and also they record the zooming in and out and tilting, while Procreate just keeps it in place. And you can go back and forth and then export it, which is fantastic. Procreate, sponsor me, please. I have never actually seen Procreate being like a sponsor on someone's video. Maybe they don't need the advertising. We are ready. Every one of us is singing their praises. Its praises. Little heart. Because she delivers with care, from what I hear. Do, 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 do. Yes, she does. That's right. That is right. Tell him. Okay, good. It's good that I keep these details of the jacket separate, because otherwise when I want to go in and color the line art, for example, of the zipper here, it will be a bit of a pain to try and isolate the line of the zipper versus the line of the jacket in the clipping layer. Does that make sense? By the way, I am so happy. I have found a copyright-free chill music that you're listening to right now, hopefully. That doesn't make me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. And doesn't have happy birthday on repeat in it. Which, you know, is one of the small joys of life. I realized I still have to draw the the expression emotes for fragile, but I started this live with the intent. Oh my god! I started this live with the intent of doing some line art. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. We're figuring also out some where to put what size of line art, so it's fine. Follow the flow, follow what you need to do or what you want to do. But yes, still gotta do those. So I'm actually really looking forward to that, because it's gonna be so fun to see this pretty stoic character do some silly expressions. You guys, it's so warm today. I finally understood that in the UK it alternates between, oh, it's almost autumn, to, oh, never mind, I need to put sunscreen before going out. Otherwise, I will be scorched. So I'm just embracing my fate. Yeah, it's so the temperatures don't change much, I think. It just changes. Well, that's not true. But the main difference, I think, it's the amount of how frequently it rains. Not necessarily. Yeah. I've decided that that's a full sentence. Oops. Okay, let's do. Oops, that's the eraser. I really like Procreate, and also the so I got a bigger iPad, and I have the second generation Apple Pencil, and it's great because I can just double tap the pencil, and I don't know if you can see it from there, but I can double tap the pencil, change from brush to eraser, but sometimes it thinks I double tap when I actually didn't. But I still like the feature, so I keep it. It's just one of those quirky things. To be fair, the other day I was complaining about the fact that Procreate doesn't switch brush type because it doesn't read my mind. So maybe I'm being a little picky. Maybe. I wouldn't know. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm a little picky. But it's okay. I am going to be right back. I just need a quick bathroom break and a hydration break as well. I would recommend everyone to do the same so that we can all do that. and then reconvene and continue this awesome hangout. Be right back. And we're back. Did you hydrate? Do not lie, else you shall be judged. Just a little. Whew. If you hear screams in the background, it's my partner who is playing in the other room. It's too warm to keep the door closed, so I open it and used, big brain moment, a door stopper. So we're not gonna get jump scared by the door slamming, hopefully. Let's resume. Do, do, do. This is one of those days where I'm considering just cutting all my hair off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just chop chop. But I really like it. It's pretty long now. So I'm trying to hold off. I have forgotten what we were talking about, but it's fine, because we'll find a topic. Bit of a tangent. There we go, that's better. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Whoops. The hardest part of making stickers? That's a very good question. The hardest part of making stickers. I think it would be, in my opinion, the hardest part of making stickers is finding a design that is readable even when it's very small, but it also needs to be compacted in a way that when you peel it and stick it, it has a good chance to not rip, even when that's why I tend to have stickers that are more round shaped. I tend to make stickers that are more round shaped because they are more or less to catch the corner of the designs. The corners of the design are less likely to catch if, for example, you have the stickers on your phone. They're less likely to catch when you take the phone in and out of the pocket. And that is, I think, a problem-solving aspect of the design. But it also informs the shape, and it, I'm a really big proponent that having constraints is better than just having full-on creative freedom in a project. So it is the hardest part, but it also helps a lot. So, for example, although in this design, we're getting a bit into danger territory because there is this big shape out, like sticking out. But the design of the umbrella is so iconic, it would not read at all if it wasn't that sharp, in my opinion. Or it would distract if it was any higher, like here, I think. And at that point, there is like an imbalance of, like, this is sticking out too far. So it's balancing these couple of things. And also trying to keep the design simple. Because, again, it would be difficult to see you appreciate details if the design is too small or too busy. I was testing the dragon designs that I've made, that I posted on Instagram recently, as 3 centimeters stickers, 3x3, but I designed them with them being minimum 5x5, and they just don't work. They're a bit too small. So I would I would say it's finding that balance and being honest with like, no, this doesn't work at this size. I had this suspicion that that was gonna happen. But I was kind of second guessing myself. I didn't know if I was, you know, sometimes as an artist, you're a bit too close to your artwork, and so you see flaws that only you can see or only you think is a problem. So I asked Steven, my partner, but he confirmed, and I really appreciate that of him, because sometimes people try to like be nice to you and give you the polite non-feedback of, it looks fine, it's cute, which is not necessarily what you want all the time. There is a time and a place, and there is a time where I really want to know what especially in my art, how it's looking, because having a second pair of eyes, if not 5, it's so immensely important. I hope they answered the question. Thank you for the questions. I really appreciated it. Oh, wrong brush. No, actually, I haven't played D&D in a little bit. I found that it was because, okay, so we have some friends close by that we could potentially play D&D with in person, but scheduling is a problem as per any tabletop game. So we tried to, I tried to keep playing with Steven's friends a little bit in this tabletop game called Wild Sea, which is really, really cool and interesting. But I personally have some trouble staying at the computer on voice call for a long time. And to me, the voices through the voice call start feeling very grating, I think that's the word, which really sucks. But yeah, my tolerance for it is not really good. Plus a bunch of I was hoping to get more used to the system. Sorry. I was hoping to get used to the system faster than I actually did. And certain parts of the game still felt intimidating, or I felt lost. And I wanted to focus on producing more art. So with all these things combined, I stepped away. But I'm really excited to at least try Daggerheart, which is the new game system that Critical Role has created as published. Not a Critical Role. Well, technically Critical Role, but it's Darrington Press. Hold on, I need to get a bit of water. I still very much love D&D and tabletop RPG and fantasy. But I think like all things, I'm starting to realize I really need things in a smaller format for me to be able to enjoy them. Which is a little sad. Do you still play D&D regularly with Tasha and the others? Tasha is a former colleague of mine, where we met when we worked at Dumbbuster Studios. Well, I say met. It was the pandemic, so we met in one of the meetings, and we figured out we had D&D that we that D&D was something that we both liked, and she was so sweet for inviting me to her server and introducing me to her friends. And we played a bunch of Dragon Heist. And I was a tiefling healer. And I was a bit the mom of the group, I want to say. But because I was in the... Yeah, Oriana. Yeah, you were there. I have really, really fond memory. You were playing the Lion, am I correct? But because my ex, with whom I had a bit of a messy fallout, was also in the group. The Blue Artificer. Yes, yes, the Blue Artificer. Yes, 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 yes. That. Wait, what was the species called? The Vardent? My partner today was talking to me about them. That's crazy. Oh my god, what is going on today? Yeah, I'm really... Like, I am really, really sorry. That was an insane year. That was truly an insane year. I had so much fun playing with you guys. Vedalken. Yes, Steven was telling me about them today. It's a new character that he is making to appear in a campaign of his friend. That's crazy. It never comes up. Huh. Hi. Speaking of Steven, he has appeared. What was the race that you were telling me you were about to play in D&D, that you made a character of? Vedalken?
No, Verdan.
Verdan. Oh, so it's not the same, maybe.
What's Vedalken?
Vedal. Okay. My friend from the server when I was in Nottingham, is chilling here with me in the stream, and we are reminiscing a bit. And I was thinking that maybe it's the same race that you were talking about today.
Like, if the word psychic goblin doesn't mean
Psychic goblin
anything, yeah, like if that
type
doesn't
thing.
click,
I think so. I think it was the same one. The same species. From Ravnica, right? No? Yes?
So the source book it comes from is called Acquisitions Incorporated,
Acquisition Incorporated.
which is like considered to be one of the meme source books because it has a bunch of really fucking weird spells in it.
I think it is the same one. And it's just odd that you mentioned this race now.
Serendipity.
Yeah, right? Damn. But yeah, we would every 2 steps we would adopt an NPC, and it was fantastic. And like we had 2 orphans living with us at the tavern, and a very annoyed and petty ghost that we convinced to bartend, if I remember correctly. So cute. Good times, good times. I'm not crying, you're crying. I've never been good to keep at keeping in touch online, so huh. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, D&D is a hodgepodge of cultures and etc. Okay, and then continue with this. But yeah, during the pandemic, at a certain point, I joined like 4 D&D parties. That was fun. That was a good way to keep some sort of sanity. Or some semblance of a social life. And you guys, the guys in the server are so incredibly sweet, so funny. But I get that you mean with needing a smaller format to enjoy something, but I have the same thing, and maybe that's ADHD too. A really long, slow show, a really long show or book is unfortunately out of the question. Yeah, and I'm starting to more easily recognize when I'm tired. And weirdly enough, it once you notice it, it gets harder to endure it or mask, in my opinion. It's just odd because there's so much of me that I thought like, ooh, quirky personality. No, it's just ADHD. Oh, but this is mine. No, ADHD. Like even drawing is so pleasant to me because like I found out drawing can also be considered a STEM. Especially in ADHD people. So I'm like, is anything mine? Is anything of my personality not ADHD related? The answer is probably not, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make me. And like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's good to learn to be kind to and patience to ourselves. And trying to extend that grace to others. Which is hard. But we gotta try. Yeah, you can say that. But I have to say, a lot of things in Daggerheart, they've been simplified. There is no. There are also incentives for players to work with each other and collaborate on the storytelling. And there is effectively a lot less math. From what I've seen, you just need to distinguish which number is higher on either 2 dice or your character sheet and the die. So I'm really excited to trying that out. Steven has been studying it and he's preparing to maybe give it a test run soon-ish. TM. Asterisk. All rights reserved. And I've been thinking that I would eventually love to try my hand a little bit at DMing for Daggerheart. I kind of want to create a world where that is like really cheesy, really maybe cliche. But I want to see if I can, with the help of, if anyone wants to play with me, with the help of the players, try and shape it, like intertwine it with their backstories and make it interesting that way. Like really make the backstory and characters of the NPCs past an integral part of the world. So that ideally players are engaged, because it's like, oh, I know that person, they're part of my childhood. I'm curious about Daggerheart. Guess I'm waiting for an actual player to binge and obsess over. I have to recommend, it's not Daggerheart, because obviously you can, like, Critical Role has a series with Daggerheart going on there. It's called Age of Umbra. But also, if you want something to just obsess over, actual play that you can just fangirl over because the story is so good, Worlds Beyond Numbers. Oh my god, it's not it. Worlds Beyond Number. So multiple words, one number. But yeah. It's Brennan E. Mulligan, Louis Wilson, Abria Iyengar, and Erika Ishii, who make just something amazing and wondrous. In regards of Daggerheart, you can actually see the basic rules and download them online. They're free, I believe. Don't quote me on that. if you meant as in like something to play with. But yeah, I really, really recommend all of this stuff that I said. Obviously, it's cool to buy the handbook, because it's just gorgeous. It's full of beautiful art. It's something that a lot of people have pointed out. Apparently, like all species, for lack of a better word in this very moment, are described as somebody writing a field journal, which is very fun. Like scientific entries. Humans included, like, as in they're not necessarily the default, but they're also like weird little creatures with their weird quirks and what's it called? The weird rituals, I guess. I haven't read it yet. Okay. I feel like now the hair situation doesn't look I might revisit it a bit, but for a moment it looked like she was bald and the lines on the head were like the few hair remaining, which is not something that we want. So I'm a bit happier with this now. But yeah, with D&D, well, with effectively Hasbro reshaping D&D in a way that is interesting. A lot of I have a very renewed interest in exploring different options. And but yeah, I am so where I worked at Rebellion Developments, we had a group of peeps that, or like, well, we didn't necessarily have a group, but every so often my partner and I would organize D&D nights where people that had never played could get introduced. And I think that's, if I remember correctly, that's how Iris played. No, Iris, I already left, or I was about to leave Rebellion, but or I don't know. Memory is fluid, and I don't have one. What I'm trying to say is, I really enjoyed these multiple one-shots where we will bring different groups of people that I never played. Yeah, we did a one-shot this year. I remember that. But yeah, we would bring different groups of people that have never played D&D, and we would do these very self-contained episodes that were really, really fun. And I really enjoyed that because it kept the level of the characters low. So I didn't have to futz with a bajillion features of the class, or bajillion spells, etc., etc. So that was, I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, so this is gonna, the lips are gonna look a little weird because they are not gonna be colored yet, and they're gonna look a bit too much, but you gotta trust the process. And in any case, because this is digital art, we can always change it. Okay. And then soup. By the way, if any of you guys by happenstance knows how to make chat rewards for YouTube, shoot me a link, because everything I found so far to make the chat a bit more interactable has been like discontinued, out of date, not applicable anymore, and all of that stuff. And I just look at what Twitch has going on, and I'm like, I want that, but I don't want the mess that is Twitch. So if by any chance you know or find out, let me know. Because I think it would be fun to have, you know, the usual stuff. What's it called? Hydrate, redeem, or hot. Sorry, the sun is barely hitting the iPad, and I made the mistake of touching the dark part, the border, and that was really, really hot. Unpleasant. So, yeah. Let me know. So today is Wednesday, by the way. Good job, everybody, for making it halfway through the week already. Proud of you. This weekend here in Leamington, there is a Pride. A Pride is going to be at the park. I'm definitely going to be there. Last year, I went with Steven, and I painted on our faces the bisexual flag. The bisexual flag. Sorry, just making sure I enunciate. And I think this year we're going to go with the pan flag. Because he subscribes more to the pan and personally to the bisexual. But you know what? It's honestly 6 and 2 3s, at least for me. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Last year there was this fantastic drag queen that sang so beautifully, but all the same time like having fun with it. She would pull funny faces while singing insanely good. Oh sure, I will send you pictures. Where are you going? Where are you escaping to? But yeah, I will make sure to send pictures. I wonder if I will find Leanne there. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, you're forgiven this time. But only this once. Brighton is such a gorgeous place. It's full of murals. Make sure to look up because I swear that city is kind of like going through the pages of an illustrated book. Is it like that every year? I think so. I do know that Leamington celebrates Pride in August, but it always jumps up on me, sneaks up on me. You guys, I don't know English. Okay, let's get over that. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what the lineup is, but the last time I went, it was full of. Oh, bye, Martin. It's been amazing seeing you. That's been so good. Yeah, until next time. Bye bye. Enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, what was I saying? It's kind of like a market, so there are a lot of LGBTQ plus businesses that have stalls there. Lots of color. Everyone is dressed to represent their community. Lots of people with flags on their backs last time, and it's just very joyful. Lots of food also. Also, Steven and I found what's it called? A vendor that served some delicious alcoholic drinks. And we sat down in front of the stage and watched a bit of the performance, and then went around there more a little bit. It was really, really nice. And yeah, lots of drag queens. Also something very important, like a bunch of what's it called? Charities or associations that help charities and organizations that help or advocate for LGBTQIA+. I'm seeing the stream buffering. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, I do love the fact that there is a lot of events here. Ah, okay, good. That's good to hear. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's the experience that I personally had was really lovely, and I actually remember meeting a bunch of colleagues of ours, Iris, there, which was fun. Not that we didn't even plan that. So maybe we'll see them there as well. We'll say hi. Yeah. Look at her, she's coming together. Oops. There we go. Make sure that's aligned. All right. Okay. And we're gonna merge this. All right. Small additional bathroom break. I will be right back. Drinking lots of water today. Be right back. And I'm back. All right. Now let's tackle the umbrella. Whoops. But yeah, it's really nice that in this small city there's just so much to do or try. It's really lovely. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is draw all the lines and then connect the corners, because I really want them to be as smooth as possible. And I can get very particular, so let's try and bring forth the project, and then we'll get into the details. That's better. All right. And this. And I think we almost landed. There we go. Now let's start with all the curved edges. Sure thing. You guys have a lovely dinner. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, make sure to... well, there's still quite a bit to line, so... But we'll catch up. See you next time. Bye! Remember to hydrate, and any progress is progress, you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Do, do, do. do it one more time. That's better. There we go. Yeah, again, everyone remember to hydrate because it's really, really warm here. And I hope you have like some AC maybe, or a nice drink with some ice. Something with electrolytes, whatever they are. Yeah, just take care. Do, 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 do. No. This corner is not cornering. Or rounding, I guess, because I'm trying to do my best to make them as round and non-threatening as possible, which is quite the opposite to what they were intended to be like. We're almost done. There we go. I need to find a way to like remove. I feel like, hold on. There. So here, this is less thick than this. Like you see how this is smaller and this is, I need to find a way to disable that. I don't know what that's about. No. Oh, nice. That kind of almost went perfect. Yeah, no, that's too sinuous. No. That's better. Because I still want to retain a geometric look, but I don't want it to be sharp. It's a difficult balance. We need to connect this all the way up. And then turn. You guys, it's so warm. Sorry, I'm taking a bit of a break from talking. It's just after that. I mean, I love chatting with the chat, but it's just a bit tough to keep it going by myself. So, apologies for the a bit of quiet. I'm just trying to. It's also like, how long have I been streaming? 2 hours, yeah. I've been streaming for 2 hours, so, and with this heat, it's a bit of a lot to try to endure. So I'm doing the best I can, but we will not relent. Oof. Do, 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 do. I don't know that this curve is making any sense. What was I trying to achieve when I made it? I don't know. When I sketched it, it made sense. Now I don't know that it does. Let's try to put it here. Okay. There's a little bit of breeze. But not a lot. Oof. I think we're gonna go on for another 10 minutes and finish this umbrella, and then we're gonna all say goodbye and close the stream. So yeah, we have a nice good ending point to finish on. And we can reward ourselves for making it through. I'm being a bit more loose with these lines because I'm going to taper them out. Like this, to indicate that there is soft cloth stretching from because of the apples that are inside this umbrella. Too much. Oh my god, Steven and I are watching Peacemaker at the moment. It's so funny. I cannot stop imagining this guy just making a crossover with Deadpool. I think that would be hilarious. Or they would either like get along like a house on fire, or despise each other. No in between whatsoever. I completely missed that bit, but oh well. Again, patience. You know what? I said that the sun was heating up the iPad. No, it's just the iPad that has been struggling a bit, I think. Lots of use these days. Oops. No. Oh yes, a little bit of breeze, thank God. I really should have brought through the fan like yesterday. Lessons were learned. Because between 5 and 6 here, it's really a furnace if it's one of those days. And today is one of those days. Last one! Whoop! There she is. Look at her. Ah, damn it. The trousers details. Alright, so mhm. Let's not rush it. Because, you know, sometimes when you're so close to the finish line and you just want to get it done, you can make something that you actually regret not putting your all effort into. Yeah. Here we go. There she is. Something is not right here. I guess I'll close it for now, and then tomorrow I can look at it with fresh eyes. Sorry. I keep looking at it and like finding out, oh, and I missed this, oh, and I missed that. Remember what I said about patience with oneself? It's hard when it's warm and you're tired. Because it is not physically taxing illustrating or drawing, but it is mentally, because you're like keep on looking and searching for details or improving lines. It will drive you mad. Is that a thing, or am I dreaming? Okay, so first thing first. This is supposed to be like this, because she has a bit of a heel, but that looks just like mistake, so we're gonna make it more intentional. Yep. And then there is a detail here that I'm going to put here, and then we're gonna do the Google copy paste, flip it and reverse it, voila, and here we have it. I think, let me hold on. Yes. Huzzah! We finished one. We finished one of the so many other things that need to be lined, as well as 3 more things to draw. But we're gonna persevere. And again, any progress is progress. If I would have not sat down today and done this, it would have not existed. So, tomorrow is another day. Will I stream tomorrow? Yes. yes, I will stream tomorrow. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I will let you know. So keep an eye on the on my Instagram. That's where I post when I'm about to go live, or on this YouTube channel. You can see exactly when I'm live. And with that, thank you so much to everyone who just joined me to chill, to chat, to just be here and enjoy the vibes. I really, really appreciate it. This has been absolutely great. Again, any progress is progress. See you next time.